Hello everyone, No Respawns here. Hope you are grand. So in this video, we're going to be reinforcing this wee vault here. I like the idea of kind of building up the entrance, like the exterior of the entrance for a vault for a change. And I've seen a lot of these placed down in people's camps, and they are sort of just unceremoniously dumped there. So hopefully it'll give you guys a few ideas to kind of like just spruce them up a little bit. Just as a side, well, let me show you where I am first before I get onto my little rant. So I'm just south and a little bit east of Point Pleasant and just north, a little bit west of Hunter's Ridge. Right, so I've only just discovered something that apparently has been an issue for a while, purely because I just haven't used them in my builds for like at least a few months. Which is, let me show you. On a tangent. And if someone can identify which patch it was, mainly because I might actually raise a ticket on this, because this is silly, and maybe I can possibly use some of my clout. These don't snap. Oh, actually, it snaps on that one. Oh, that's fucking weird. Wait, okay. That's a bad example. Let's go to the floors. It doesn't snap onto these. So look, this needs support. So these perimeter railings now don't snap onto the upper walls, upper floors, and also the pillars have become a lot more restricted. So you can still snap them down as I've been doing, but unless they're also snapping into a floor, it doesn't work. So for example, here, I've already done it here. So this one's fine, as you can see. But even if I remove, if I remove the floor, I can't snap them without having them a floor to snap to, if you get my point. And I don't know whether it's deliberate or it's not. Anyway, it's a bit of a thing, and I haven't noticed it for ages because none of my builds, I've been mostly doing the vaults, and all the other stuff just hasn't used these railings very much, at least on upper floors. But yeah, bit annoying, bit annoyed with that, not gonna lie. Get it together, Bethesda. But anywho, someone let me know in the chat, because I basically, like, a second ago, I just started looking through the patch notes, and I just haven't seen anything about it, which is why it never appeared to me at all. But apparently it's been a thing for a while. But it must have been no more than a few months or something. It's a bit twatty, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. Right, there we go. It does mean that I'm gonna have to substitute, because I'm trying to not use as, even though that I get is a Atom store item, but I'm trying to dial back my Atom store item use, just because obviously a lot of you don't have access to all the stuff, and it can be a little bit annoying when you get a video where it's just like, oh yeah, here's this stuff you can build, and it's just me using all of the Atom store stuff like a twat. Right. Won't be as high, but it'll be fine. Bum, 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 bum. It is hard sometimes, not gonna lie, when you're trying to build and like you're trying not to use all the Atom store stuff, but at the same vein, it's sort of like either that or I just don't have much to build. So because I've done everything with vanilla already, I have done vanilla stuff to death. For those of you who are kind of tuning into the video and like don't a new player, or maybe just don't have a lot of the Atom store stuff, it does come back quite often, so don't worry too much on it. Like, it does make an appearance after a while. It's just usually there's a couple of months, like for example the I think some of the communist stuff is back already, which is pretty neat. Okay, I do like mixing textures, though, quite a lot, as many of you probably noticed. Mixing textures is fun. Oh, right, yeah, I need to put one first, don't I? Oh, okay, doesn't want to go there, fine. But it went on that side because of course it did. Stupid railings. Fine, it's fine. It's fine. Let's get in there, you little shite. Thank you, dear. I have been playing, as a lot of you, if you noticed my last couple of videos, I'm playing a lot of Valheim a lot recently as well, and it's refreshing seeing a building system I love building in Fallout, right? And I'm probably most satisfied with my creations on this. But it is a lot of the time a chore. And Valheim is quite refreshing to have a building function, which is like, right, yeah, we're designing this for being intuitive. Granted, it's obviously like a significantly lower poly game. And anyone who's worked in a big company knows that being in a small business is a hell of a lot easier to make agile decisions. So I have somewhat amount of empathy for the Bethesda devs and no doubt all the bullshit they have to go through, but still, goddammit. Fix my railings, you bastards. Fix them, you pricks. Please, thanks. Okay. Oh, that's the gate. I don't want to put the gate. I want you. No, that's still the gate, David. That's the one we wanted. And that one there. I'm a big... I mean, pretty much most of you know this already, but I really, really enjoy just making walls. They're just so fun. I like... They're fun. Walls. Just walls. So many walls. It's sort of my little superpower. Just, you know, you can make walls out of just about anything. And it's about mixing textures and just kind of mashing stuff together. And you can just make some really cool little effects. It's great fun. I think back in the Fallout 4 days, everything was just walls. My entire channel was just, yeah, making some walls, innit? Still is, to be fair, to be honest. Get in your shit. Cool. And I need to block up this hole somehow, but it's not really going to work. Oh, wait, no, this one seems to be sinking in. Can I... Oh. Just in that little spot there. Get in. I'm not going to question it. It's already, like, looking. It's looking a little bit more reinforced. And a little bit more tasty, which is grand. We could use a Brotherhood of Steel barricades. I was about to show you my Brotherhood of Steel recon armor, then I realised I'm on my goddamn building guy, aren't I? So I don't have it on this guy, because he's a loser, and I never play on him. And he's going to get completely retired once we, you know, finally get access to the camp slots. Yeah, this guy's days are numbered. Right, let's make a little bit of a wee walkway here, because otherwise my entrance is going to look a little bit off in it. Let's have it that way as well. Yeah, I'm so excited for the camp slots. Slightly one of the reasons why I've decided to space up my Fallout 76 videos a little bit is so I don't have to make loads of really cool things on one character and then not have to actually have access to them anymore. One thing that really annoys me is some of my builds I've made on this character I adore, but because obviously I have to, you know, hashtag content and all that jazz, it means I have to tear it down, and I get really upset. Sometimes I'm like, oh, but that was cool. Gonna snap, nope. Gonna snap this side instead. It just has to make some sort of sense. If I, in that case, move that forward a little bit. And then what we'll do is we'll have the stairs at the side instead. A bit of a thingy up front. This area is cool, but this tree is not very... This big mound, rudely mound of dirt there isn't really intuitive, is it? Before we do the other bit... I mean... Yeah. Junk walls. Reverse junk fences are the shit. Especially when they don't place them in the right way. See, those snap there, fine, but not on upper floors anymore. Apparently, upper floors aren't allowed railings. I'm going to pop that off for a sec so I can put this in. Gorgeous. Yeah, I think someone in Bethesda just kind of like turned a 1 to a 0, you know what I mean? Whenever they were doing recently. Hopefully it's that, and it's not just someone just went, yeah, they don't want to do that. Who wants to put, you know, railings on upper floors? That would make no sense. What? No. Stupid. Stupid. Okay, how are we looking? I have to put something up here, don't I? I just wanted these to be, the plan was this to be, you know, railinged off, and it was like, yeah, but obviously that's not going to work, is it? So we'll have to put some different railings on. I've got these ones, actually. They don't snap anymore. And they look a bit dumb. I can also put these ones on, but those posts look a little bit weird. Yeah. 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 Sorry, I'm making a lot of sound effects today. I do appreciate that. That might be a little bit unsettling. I've nearly got to the end of this season of the score. I should finish it next week, and I think it's having an effect on my sanity. I get 1 week off or two. I think no, it's probably like 3 weeks, and then we straight back into grinding daily challenges. There is only daily challenges, everyone. You don't get a break. Silly. Stupid. Stupid. I might use these ones actually. Actually, I've got an idea. Even better. Where's the brother to steal thing? I'll pop that there like this, because at least that way that blends in with that. Get in there. There we go. That was better. Oh, I'm in a. I can't remember. Oh yeah, I went swimming, didn't I? Right, I'm going to tidy that up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add some details onto this. I might play around with those railings. I also might add a quick shack at the side, but that'll just be using a prefab, so you don't need to see me doing that. And then I'll give you guys a wee tour. One more. And we are finished. This turned out pretty well. So I did remove one thing, which is this little walkway I was working on here. The reason being is it didn't really fit with this giant mound. It's something that suits certain camps, adds a little bit more texture, sort of what I've sort of tried to do here. But for this thing with the mount, it made it a little bit too clustered. So I did remove that. However, I'm quite pleased with how these, especially these little guard posts, turned out. They make for quite nice set pieces, and I can see myself using them again. It's only 2 floors, and it really pops. And the whole point of this is to make this pop, so these make for decent additions, and I'm quite pleased with that. As a side, a lot of you obviously will have been paying attention in the start of the video, and you saw a little text pop up. Basically, so I recorded the building section of this last night, and since then, a few people have messaged me about the railing situation. The wooden ones there. Turns out it's actually a known bug by Bethesda, so they're on it apparently. Whether it's the next patch, whether it's a few, later on. Generally, when they're on it, if they mention they're on it, it's because it's in the next patch. So chances are that will be fixed. That also covers the pillars as well, I believe, because it's the same 0 to a 1 situation. You get my meaning? So that's absolutely grand. I'm quite pleased actually. I was bizarrely upset about the railing thing, but yeah. So my whole idea with this is not so much that it would be. Let me go to thingy mode actually. It's not so much that it would be your entire camp. Let's turn that depth of field off as well. But more so that this would be a way for you to add a little bit more detail and kind of just ground the entrance to your vaults a little bit more if you're going for this massive one. Because as I said, when I've seen it before, it's just been sort of slapped down without thought. And to be fair, it is just obscenely huge, so I don't really blame people. And just adding a few details, even if you don't do that bit right. So I've just kind of put down that wee shack there. Just adding, say, something like that at the side, and then building your actual camp on the side of it there would be, it's a solid look, and it allows you to integrate this into a pre-existing build without making it look a little bit weird. So yeah, pretty pleased with how this turned out, to be fair. So on that notion, it's being pleased. But for those of you who didn't tune into the Bethesda stream last Friday, I've started joining periodically on the Bethesda Twitch channel. So last week I joined them kind of more just kind of tagging along for their Fallout 4 stream and just kind of giving my thoughts, because obviously I don't know if you're aware, but I played that game quite a lot back in the day. And as of tomorrow at 1 p.m. UK time, I'll be joining for the Fallout 76 stream, which will be fun, which is cool. It'll just be kind of a bit more of a chill stream during my lunch, which is grand, just kind of doing our dailies, probably a daily op, and also clearing out, maybe, I don't know, launching a nuke or doing some kind of bigger group activity. So it should be quite cool. So tune into that if you can. If you can't, because you might be in a different time zone, don't worry, because you can watch those back and it's all grand. I'll also be streaming this weekend. I think it's Saturday. It might be Sunday, but I'm sure it's Saturday. Just with some mates, we're going to be playing Dead by Daylight. That'll be on YouTube, by the way, so those who haven't tuned into my streams and kind of watch the videos back. Basically, all of my streams, at least for now, I'm going to stick to YouTube. I know I did make a big thing about moving over to Twitch, but they're a little bit restrictive, and I want to kind of establish the streams as a thing for a while first. So I'm just going to... They'll be on the weekends, because of the fact that's when my internet works the best. Because we're in lockdown, basically, my provider tends to strangle your internet in the evening. Weekends, afternoons are fine. So I will be streaming pretty much either or both Sundays or Saturdays, but this one's going to be Dead by Daylight with some friends, so you get to see me be a serial killer and also be serial killed, which will be great fun. Also, I'm going to start working my next mod. So I've already done 2 mods this year. I like to think I was trying to do at least one, so 12 in a year, basically. I was looking for 1 a month. I'm going to do another one soon, so probably next week. This is for Fallout 4, in case you haven't tuned into the other videos. This will be... probably not the castle yet, just because, to be utterly frank, I'm not looking forward to the nav mesh on that one. It's going to be boring, to be utterly frank. Even the building might be fun. So probably the smaller ones, I'm leaning towards the slog, because it's actually one of my favourite settlements. And thank you for that survival syringe. And I think it would look cool, you know, wall it off, add a little bit more of a reinforced nature to it, tidy it up a little bit, give them a little bit better housing maybe, get rid of those beds that you can't get rid of, and things like that. So yeah, mod probably next week for Fallout 4. All platforms, as always. And as well as Valheim videos, I've been tuning into them. I'm liking the game, so you gotta put up with it, I guess. Anyway, I love you all. Hope you have an absolutely grand weekend. Enjoy decorating the exteriors of your vault. And yeah, I'll talk to you lovely bunch soon. You take care.